Hello everybody, and welcome back to Space Engine. Today we have a list of places to go, and I guess things to talk about. So let's get right to it, shall we? Where am I? Temperate Super Oceania. Okay. Right then, this one's a long one. This is a random star, so RS 849-0-7-1-8. Wait, no. There's no dash there, just 189. And theoretically there's 2 moons or something here? Okay, let's try this. Sorry. Not found. Does the star exist? Not found. Is there a dash supposed to be there? Not found. Did I write something wrong? Wait a minute. I'm seeing a problem here. There is supposed to be a 1 there. No? 8499-017-189. There we go. Took some doing, but we got there in the end. Now that I'm supposed to check out 10.7 and 10. So, that's gonna be a moon here. Oop. 10.7. Shrink. Alright. What are we looking at? Ooh. Equestrian Supercondia. Nice. Alright, some information on this here. That's pretty cold. Number of satellites is 0. It is a satellite. City. Have an atmosphere? It does have a bit of an atmosphere. Oh wait, it has a fairly reasonable atmosphere. That's a little bit more than Earth's. Interesting. Mostly carbon dioxide, hydrogen, nitrogen. That's actually a fairly complex atmosphere. Huh. And it's studded with activity, volcanism. And now we're in the ocean, apparently. And the game's frozen. Beautiful. Well, as the game is frozen, I guess I can talk about stuff. Come on. Not gonna crash, is it? Nope, we're just back here. That was kind of a soft crash. I'm okay with that. Come on. Continue. Alright, so it went from soft crash to hard crash, and then I accidentally opened up Stellaris, and it was a mess. But, yeah, okay. That planet or that moon apparently just killed us, so, I should probably go back and check the other moon, shouldn't I? Well, this is point 10, I don't know. Let's try some other ones first. Alright, there's a bunch of Kepler objects here. Kepler... This is what, 8? Oop. 8b, alright. It's a planet. I should hope so. Boop. Alright, it's kinda glowy. It's an incredibly hot gas planet. Looks kinda like, HAL from 2001. But, yeah. Alright, information. No biomes. Excuse me. And it's mostly helium and hydrogen helium. Big shocker there. Oh, gas giants. Why am I tired? I shouldn't be tired. Ah, whatever. Carrying on. Next one up is another Kepler planet. I could have just kept Kepler there, but no, I guess that's not in the cards. Kepler, no, 452b, or I'm sorry, what? 452b? That's not a thing. Why did I write what? I'm gonna go to Kepler 4 and I'll see what's going on. I guess. Number of planets. 1. Okay, come on. I don't know. Do this manually. That's not a planet. That's just like a comet. Okay then. I'm not sure what you meant by Kepler 452b, because it doesn't seem to be a thing. Orion Nebula. I think I've been there before. But, it's always fun. Alright, let's try that again. Orion Nebula. Yeah, damn straight. I don't know what the deal is today. Yeah, the Orion Nebula, it's a nice little diffuse stellar nursery. You can see it from Earth. I see it all the time. I get pictures of it sometimes too, actually. It's a nice place. I would recommend it. Oh, that little stellar nursery. You have these little stars in here that create cavitations in the dust and gas as their stellar winds blow it all out. It's very lovely indeed. Recommended. Next up place, the Kepler Planet. Oop. Oh my goodness, I cannot type right now. Then again, my microphone's kind of in front of me, in front of my keyboard. This is not a great setup. I need to rethink this. I mean, it's a great mic, and it's a great thing. Kepler 22b is right there. Okay. Actually, I need a new keyboard anyways. This keyboard sucks. It's incredibly noisy and apparently annoys people. Alright. Ooh, a Megaterra. That's a new band name. Info. Mostly carbon dioxide. 99% carbon dioxide. Dearie me. Holy crap. 386 atmospheres? I mean, alright. I'm down for that. I don't actually know where I'm at. Is the game gonna crash again? It's probably gonna crash again. No, it didn't. Alright. It doesn't strike me as a terribly thick atmosphere planet. Hang on. 72 atmospheres. What? Yeah. Okay. It still seems, I don't know, it doesn't, I guess it's just it's a very clear atmosphere. It doesn't seem terribly thick, though. Ooh, that was nice. Alright then. Next up is the last one we're gonna go to, before I divulge into madness. 7B. I'll just see if I can find it manually. Oh, I saw it. Boom, right there. Alright. Boop. That was a planet or a star for a second. That is quite the planet. My god, look at it. It has a thick atmosphere too. Curious. Wait a minute. That's a dense atmosphere. I don't know if it's a thick atmosphere. Yeah, the atmospheric pressure is 216 atmospheres. Let's, very slowly descend this planet without causing too many issues. Oh, those are clouds. Wow. Check this place out. Let's let it load in. If it will load in. Oh, it is loaded in. It's just really bleached out. My, that's quite the planet. What's all that over there? It's like land speed across the surface. Oh, it's just the atmosphere having problems loading. And then we are out. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's another planet. Let's go there. Why not? Wow, this would just be this would just suck. Like this whole system would just suck to live in. Good thing I don't have to. All right then, let's just find a place to go and things to do. I launched my balloon. I think what, last week? Yeah, last Tuesday. And well, all right. I got it set up, and I got the tracker turned on. Tested the tracker. It was working. It was like, yeah, I'm over here. I can see myself in the field. But then when I let it go, the tracker just decided that it wanted to take the day off and didn't record or didn't like transmit. So the balloon launch went perfectly without a hitch, but never heard back from it again. So as far as I know, it's lying in a field somewhere. Probably, well, the battery's probably dead on it, but the data's probably also there. It has some interesting video and radiation data that I don't have access to. I mean, it has contact info on it, so if somebody finds it, they can ring me up and I can go get it. But that relies on somebody else finding it because I don't have it. It's just not there. But I am gonna start my next balloon. It's gonna be cheaper and it's just gonna have the camera and the tracker, no radiation data. And look at that, 17 atmospheres. And it's gonna be launched, I don't know, at some point. It's actually going to cost me far less. I only had to replace the camera because the tracker I can get replaced for free because I opted in for like their $5 replacement plan for it, which was a really good move. So I can get that replaced for free. And when I do get it, I'm going to test it extensively. Like I'm going to actually turn it on and have it like go out and do stuff like on a car or my bike or something and see how it's doing. And make sure that I for sure have it operational before I use it. And the next balloon, I figure I might as well go for altitude with it, so it's going to carry the same camera as the last one, so it's going to be a Hawkeye Firefly thing. I forget the exact brand, but the point is, it's cheaper than a GoPro. Quality's pretty good, but it's a non-wide-angle lens, so there's no distortion. And what I want to do with it is try to get a nice non-distorted view of the Earth's curve. Because most balloons, people put GoPros on them, and GoPros have really nice views, but they're wide-angle lenses, so they fisheye, so you can see a lot, but you can't really see a natural curve because it distorts. And I want to kind of like replicate some of those V2 images, like back in the day when they were testing captured V2s, and you can see like the nice curve of the Earth when you put pictures together. And I kind of want to do that, so I have the camera I'm using is a non-wide-angle 90-degree lens. So that should be fun. But yeah, no. So the first balloon, it's gone. I don't know where it went. I have a rough idea where it went. It was predicted to land somewhere like 20 kilometers east of here, between 20 and 80 kilometers. So it's probably in the prairies somewhere, which is good because that means it has a higher chance of being found. I doubt it went into the mountains. The wind patterns just wouldn't allow things to fly into the mountains, honestly. But yeah, it's somewhere. If it landed in water, that's totally okay. It was made waterproof and it's made to float. Like the whole balloon capsule was made of like styrene with gold mylar plastic covering it. So it's like if it landed in a lake, it could easily just float on back to shore and then be found or picked up by a boater. If it landed in a river, same thing. It would just knocked up against the shoreline. If it landed in a field, which is the most likely outcome, a farmer might find it. So I have it labeled as missing. Whether I get it back or not, who knows? There's been some balloons that people have lost and then found 2 years later, so it'll always be there. It's like it might come up eventually, but for the time being, it's gone. But the next balloon, I'm actually gonna do a lot more work on the tracker to make sure it works properly. Because boy, that was an expensive loss. Oh well. Actually, to be fair, that balloon, most of the parts were paid for via donations, so I can't complain too much. Like, I paid for the helium and the balloon myself, as well as some of the material, but the cost of the tracker and the cost of the camera, if I combined all of the donations that I got over the last 2 years period, technically were paid for by donations. The tracker I paid for myself too, but the expensive parts for the most part were like I only paid maybe $400 for it, whereas the camera and tracker and all that, which is about 200 something, was paid for via donation. So it could have been worse. Could have been worse. And now I only have to replace the camera, which actually was paid for via a birthday gift from my dad, because my birthday is on the 15th. Yay. So yeah, the next one I'll only have to pay for the helium, which isn't as bad. I'd like to use hydrogen, harder to find though, much cheaper. Oh, it's dangerous, but no, it's much better than helium. It's renewable, it's really cheap. Catches fire if you're not careful, but just be careful, and boom, problem solved. Ooh, a yellow dwarf binary. Cold super Jupiter. Nice, nice. What's that? A red giant. Mega Neptune. Coming soon to theaters near you. I am tired. Why am I tired? I have no reason to be tired. Oh man, I was also looking at my the helmet for my pressure suit, because it's a Soviet that generic helmet that you always get. Anyways, and I was looking over it because I was getting some measurements for replacement parts for the sides, whatever. 'Cause I'm like, the exhaust valve I took out, I'm gonna put a plate there, and the inlet hose I removed. I'm gonna remove the inlet like adapter and replace it with a modern one. Anyways, it's basically just upgrading the internal parts. But while I was looking at it, I was looking at the gaskets and the seals, and it's like they've held up very, very well. Like the helmet, it has the original like Russian documentation, which I can't read, but I can read the date on it because that's very obviously the date. And the helmet was apparently made in 1985, so it's pretty old. Well, it's not that old actually. It's maybe a couple years older than my older brother, so it's not actually that old. But still, it's like over 30 years old. And the gaskets have all held up really, really has held up really, really nice, and that makes me really happy because that makes a lot of it makes things easier for me. So, because like if the gaskets were complete crap, then I'd have to like either replace them, which you can't really do, but at that point I just like scrap the helmet and use the neck rings and then just make a helmet myself. But no, that helmet is actually in really good condition. I got it in really, really good condition, so I've known it is, but I was like looking at it and just being reminded that it's in great condition. This one has life. Oh, excuse me again. And it's multicellular and it's organic. Mini Aquaria. That's adorable. My cat that, only he's not. Neither of them are. My fish are kind of like that. They're tiny fish. Oh, I have a lot of them. They keep breeding, but they're platies. What do I expect? Alright, general. Life, subglacial, unicellular, abiogenic. Fantastic. So yeah, so it's mostly just been a lot of balloon stuff and space stuff. Actually, I got the well, actually I mentioned this in another video. I got the parts for the suit's exterior, like the pressure suit's exterior, so I can start working on that too. And I've gotten my Halloween costume pretty much, well, almost done, because I go to a party every year, and I always wear a different costume because it's fun. So, oh yes, camera, phone. I know my phone's telling me the battery's dying. So my costume this year is going to be a Nostromo uniform from the first Alien movie. And it's actually so far coming together pretty good. I got the patches off eBay, but I got the shirt. I put on the, I put on the patches for one. Here, let's zoom in on this kind of black hole. But I also, I'm stitching on, the detailing work, the pockets and stuff. And it looks actually pretty good so far. Oh, no black hole. Okay. So, that's kind of fun. The patches aren't perfect. Well, they're really well done, but the Nostromo patch is black and gold on the inside, which in the movie it was light blue and gold. But details, I don't care. It looks good. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it off there. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have ideas for things for me to see or talk about, let me know, and I'll get back to you later. I guess this is an awkward phone call now.